Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to the Green Sage. Today's video will be your zodiac predictions for the month of August. Before I get into the messages, I'm going to explain, as I always do, how I feel it's best for you to utilize these monthly predictions to get a clearer overview of your month ahead and how to help yourself, deal with anything that may be coming up smoother or more easily. So my suggestion is that you watch your sun, moon, and rising sign. Your sun sign will let you know what's going on in your day-to-day world, in your ego, the feelings that might be coming up, things like that. Your moon sign will let you know what's going on in your mental, emotional, and spiritual body. So the things that are maybe hidden in your subconscious that your ego is trying to block you from, the things that are coming up to be healed, right? And then your rising sign will let you know how the world sees you. And it's sort of like a roadmap for you to help you deal with all the things that may be coming up. So, for instance, my rising sign is in Leo. And Leos are, they're meant to be, they care a lot about their appearances and they like to be in the limelight. They are not afraid of being in the limelight, I should say. They're very blunt. They know what they want and they go after it. For most of my life, that has not been me. And as I got into spirituality and astrology, I realized that those were the very characteristics that I was meant to learn and embody within this life to help me get to where I want to go. And it has made life a lot easier. So I hope my take on the zodiac monthly predictions and how to use them will also benefit you. But I've already drawn your oracle cards, and then we will also draw some tarot cards at the end. And I don't know why I didn't start this for all of the piles, but your channeled song for the month was Be Kind by Marshmello. And so you may be interested in listening to that song. There may be some messages there for you. You may already know it and it may resonate with you already. The beginning of the song says, I wanna believe you don't have a bad bone in your body, but the bruises on your ego basically show that that's not true. Or the bruises on your ego make it appear as if you do have a bad bone in your body. It's, you will have to listen to the song. It's, let me see. Let me pull the lyrics back up, actually. It says, wanna believe that you don't have a bad bone in your body, but the bruises on your ego make you go wild, wild, wild. And I feel like, especially for my Sagittarius, you guys are fiery. I feel like there may be some bruises on your ego that may be coming to the forefront this month to help you heal them and release them. You may even be in a relation to someone, whether that's romantic relationship, friendship, or family, who you have wanted to believe that they don't have a bad bone in their body. And you know that they don't have a bad bone in their body, but their egos make them act out of character, and it might be hurting you in the process. Keep that in mind this month. I feel like this month you will be maybe seeing people for who they really are, or even seeing yourself past the ego and any pains that you've experienced. It will be different for everyone, so apply it to your situation as it fits. But either way, if it's your own pains and ego popping up, it has to do with soul contracts, I want to say, that you had with other people, right? Anyone who does hurt us in any sort of way, it's due to a soul contract. It's because We signed up. We created this plan with them before we incarnated on this earth for them to help us learn certain lessons. And vice versa as well. If there's anyone in your life that you've hurt, or they feel that you hurt them, it's because of the soul contracts that you made with them to come into this life to teach them certain lessons to help their soul grow. And I feel like for you, this month is about closing out some of those soul contracts. It may be about you're clearing some energy this month, Sagittarius. I feel like there's some karmic energy that is being finally cleared out and closed out for you in this month, so that you can move to a more joyful place. It's not going to happen overnight. It might not even happen fully in this month. You're still being called to remain patient during that time. I know that's not easy for us fire signs to be patient, but you're being called to be patient and to accept that everything happens in divine order and timing. Okay. Let's see what your oracle cards say. You first have gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. That's why you might be closing out some soul contracts, because it's time to release the things that are not gentle to you. Next card out is surrender. I can release my need to control. Next card is grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Next card is Seven Sisters, creativity, card 12. Then you have self-sabotage, card 24. Then you have Venusian Galactic Council, Starbeam Guides, Answer the Call, Time to Shine. And your final oracle card is Why, card 31. So this month of August, you will be wondering why. Why about something? It could be something that happened in the past that is coming up that needs to be healed, or it could be something happening now in this moment. And I feel like you're being called to surrender the questioning, because some things we're just not meant to get the answers to. Some things we will never have the answers to, because it's just so intricate. It's so detailed, right? We can only know it in our, pure spiritual essence. That's what you're being called to surrender this month, is the need to control, the need to understand everything, the need to know the whys of everything. What you could be wondering why about is losing something, losing someone in the past or someone this month. If you are feeling sorry, filled with grief about someone, something that you've lost, remember, it's an opportunity to appreciate it. You grieving it, you missing it, just reminds you of the love, the good times, whatever it was that was good, that was there. So remember the good times, not the bad. I feel like the self-sabotage comes in, right? When we want to hold on to something that is no longer there. whether it's been gone for 5 minutes or 5 years. That self-sabotage can still creep in, and it's almost like you want to stay in that place, but you can't stay in that place. You're meant to grow. You're meant to expand. You're meant to answer the call and to shine. This month especially is extra important for you to be kind to yourself, to not be hard on yourself, to not beat yourself up about things. Whether you had to walk away from someone or someone walked away from you, whether you lost a job or an opportunity, but to also surround yourself with gentle, kind people. Oh my goodness, kind. And the song you received was Be Kind. Be kind to yourself. Allow other people to be kind to you. It might be your ego that wants to pop up and not allow people to be there for you. Allow them to be there for you, especially this month. Let's read your African goddess cards. Look at this. You have 12 and 24. 12 plus 12 equals 24. I feel like August 12th and August 24th might be really important days for you this month. Ooh, I'm getting so hungry. Okay, 12. It says, 7 sisters, embodiment. You are a divine nation within one person. How creative do you allow yourself to be? Break out of your comfort zone and into your creative fertility. Wasn't I saying, didn't I say something about comfort zone or releasing what was familiar? That could have been in the last reading. I forget. You have the power that creates planets. So yes, you are creative. No one else's opinion matters here. Let your inner child play to awaken your creativity. Creating is birthing, is manifesting. Goddess declaration. I am a creative visionary. I feel like you're being called to surrender what could have been, what might have been, to release the grief of it, and to allow yourself to dream of something new. Because not allowing yourself to dream creates that self-sabotage. It keeps you stuck wherever you are, in whatever area this pertains to you. It could be love and romance. It could be friendships. It could be career. It could be with family. Wherever you've felt that you've lost something, and you keep wondering why. I feel like that is where the healing is taking place for you this month. Where you're being called to answer that call and to release it. Self-sabotage says, your inner saboteur is clever. Seductive patterns of behavior block your path and your power. Distractions, addictions, cravings, and unhealthy habits will not bring you your best. Your inner bully is the voice telling you you messed up. That's that gentleness that you need with yourself, right? The part of you that is jealous, the anger you don't know what to do with, your stuck inner procrastinator, and your toxic relationship choices. Stop terrorizing yourself with broken promises of discipline. Instead, choose devotion to your chosen pathways. What inspired action can you take today? Goddess declaration. I have compassion for myself. That makes so much sense. That's what it's saying. It's saying get out of the stuck place. What can you do today to bring yourself more joy? Your bottom of the deck energy here. Joy. What can you do in this moment to release any scarcity, any lack, any grief, any pain, heartache? I mean, not low vibe energies like addictions, right? Drugs, sex, food. What can you positively do in this moment to help you get past this grief that you feel? and to have patience with yourself in doing so, because it doesn't just disappear overnight. This actually, rewind. I believe that there are some messages for you in the Virgo reading. You may have strong Virgo placements in your chart. Even if you don't, I feel like you're being called to go watch that reading as well. And this Venusian Galactic Council card popped up during my 7/7 portal reading. So you might be interested in watching that too. Or maybe you already did and you drew that card. I don't know, but there's some messages there for you. Let's read that for you. Venusian Galactic Council. As I'm looking for that, I want you to also know that you are being surrounded by a whole freaking council of star beings and a spiritual team to help you get through whatever it is that causes you grief, to help you surrender control of whatever it is that you keep trying to manhandle and control and micromanage that is not working out in your favor. It says, your message. This is a call to action. You are being asked to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. This doesn't necessarily have to be the world. Could just be your world, right? Getting out of your comfort zone. Maybe the comfort zone has been grief. Maybe the comfort zone has been scarcity, been lack. What are you trying to tell me, Spirit? What is that? Maybe, what is that phrase? It's like I can see it, but I can't get the right words. Maybe it'll come to me later. Okay. You have a reason for being here, and you have the potential to inspire, support, and heal your corner of the world. Don't let this information scare you or overwhelm you, for you are being prepared energetically to step into this role. The ideas you have been having recently are divine downloads, but you aren't being called to make dramatic changes to your life, simply to move forward step by step. The Venusian Galactic Council will reveal more information to support you. Be aware of downloads of information and spiritual signs, for they are confirmation that you are on the right path. This why that you are wondering, right? It could be, why did this have to happen? Why am I being given this dream, right? How am I supposed to make this happen? Something like that. And right now, your spiritual team wants you to know that you're not meant to have all the answers. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to, you may be deciding to move on from something that isn't terrible in your life, but you know it's just not making you happy. It's not fulfilling you at a soul level, and that's okay. You're not being called to, okay, that's the patience. The changes that you want to happen in your life aren't going to happen overnight. That's why you're being called to have patience, to just go with the flow. Do the next right thing, right? Do what you can in this moment to bring yourself happiness, to make that happiness come through in the future even. It could be you working, it could be career related, of What can I do right now in this moment to have money for the things that I want to do in the future? To be able to buy that house that I want, to be able to support that family that I want to have. Whatever it is for you. You're really being called this month to co-create with Spirit. But that means that you have to get the ball rolling. Once you get that ball rolling by taking the next step, by doing the next right thing, Spirit can then help align and put you into places where the miracles can happen, where things can perfectly come into alignment to get you to where you want to go. But you first have to take that first step by not self-sabotaging, by not getting stuck, by not holding on to people and situations that make you doubt yourself, that make you doubt your abilities, that make you question yourself and your wants, your needs, your desires. Let's see what the tarot wants to say for you. First off, I think I want to get a tarot card for this surrender. What is it that you need to release control of? Clarifier for the surrender card, please, Spirit. Temperance. First off, that's having patience. I feel like clearly there's something in your life that's not happening at the speed that you would like it to. Hasn't gotten to the point that you would like it to be at. You just have to have patience through it because you're getting there. You're alchemizing. You're turning that water into wine, right? But it takes some time to do that. Spirit is just so cheeky. And your bottom of the deck energy, I should also show you, was patience. Maybe it's even patience in releasing grief. The grief doesn't have to be someone or a job or anything. It could just be you grieving things that you hoped would happen, that you wanted to happen, that did not come to fruition. Your first card out is the King of Swords. Then we have the Five of Swords. And the Moon. Bottom of the deck energy is the Page of Swords. So much swords energy for you, Sag. This is a highly mental month for you. Highly mental. This is about you getting out of your head, I think. Let's read this for you. This book says, the king is truly intelligent and deeply concerned with truth, ethics, and honesty. The king brings with them a certain authority. They may be a role model in your life. They are wise and seek to be righteous and fair in all that they do. However, they are so concerned with knowledge and solving problems efficiently, they may lack tenderness and compassion in dealing with personal issues. If the king is you, step up and utilize your intelligence and problem-solving skills where they are needed. Strong leadership may be asked of you. You're being called to be some sort of leader this month, whether this is a leader for yourself or for, your family, the people that you are around. And I feel like it's more of a leader for yourself to surrender to the grief. You might be not allowing yourself to feel something. You might be keeping yourself extra busy so you don't have to feel something and deal with something. Deal with some sort of grief or heartache, some pain. You might have to set some boundaries, right? That's what I was feeling with the soul contracts, I feel like. You might have to set some boundaries and cut some people out. You might say some things that some people are not going to like hearing, but they have to be said. I feel like there's going to be some conversations had this month. They might not be easy to have, but it's necessary. Could be conversations with yourself. Could be cutting out your own ways of speaking negatively to yourself. There might be something that's on your heart that you want to go out and do and experience. And you may have been holding yourself back from doing those things because of certain people in your life and not wanting to hurt them. You might just be called to follow that. It's going to apply to everyone differently, so apply this to your situation as it fits. So much mental energy here. You might be having headaches this month from so much thinking. You might just feel mentally drained this month. That's where the balance with this Temperance card comes in. You can't be all in your mental space. Make sure you get out and do something creative. Get out of that headspace for a bit. You might just be feeling really fed up with some sort of situation, and it's like you have to speak on it now. And if that's how you are feeling, then do that. You might be stuck. That could be why you're stuck, because you've been so in your head about something that you feel like you need to speak on. You've maybe been fighting yourself and not speaking up on it because you don't want to hurt someone else's feelings, or you understand how their pain from the past causes them to act the way that they act. You might be afraid to speak up on it. Do it. But also do it tactfully, I want to say. The Swords energy is about the throat chakra as well, and is not always the most tactful. I feel like there is a message here of warning that if you do have to speak to someone about something, to take a second to consider it and be tactful with it. You don't have to go in guns blazing, wanting to hurt someone. But it's time that you speak up for yourself so that you are no longer getting hurt. And I feel like from this conversation, if this is a conversation that you're having with someone, some truths will be revealed. Maybe some emotions, some underlying emotions that the other person has may be revealed to help clear up the situation. You're being called, I want to say, to trust your instincts, trust your intuition during this time. Whether that's speaking up to someone about something, or The thoughts that are coming into your own head of maybe things that you want to go out and experience in the world. I'm going to read what this book says about the page because I feel like it's so fitting. It says, "This page is full of wild energy and drive. She is relentless in her action and does not sit still for long. She never runs out of crazy things to do or say. A true idealist, she can be a little exhausting in her youthful determination. If the page is you, dive headfirst into your wild schemes and plans and find those who will support you in your crazy ideas." You've probably had some crazy ideas, and not even crazy, but anything different to other people, they see it as crazy, and that has maybe held you back, kept you captive, kept you stuck in some place because other people around you don't have the vision that you have, and they're not meant to. You're still called to act upon it. But remember, if you do have to have some sort of tough love conversation with someone this month, do it tactfully. Consider your pros and cons, right? Before going in. Try not to say anything that you will regret. Have patience. Just because you have a conversation with someone doesn't mean things will change overnight, if that's what you're looking for. Don't self-sabotage yourself by talking yourself out of having this conversation or acting upon whatever it is that you want to act upon. Be kind and gentle with yourself and surround yourself with kind and gentle people. I feel like I'm really feeling like it's time to release some, to finally fulfill some soul contracts. And that may be by speaking up, speaking to someone about something, cutting someone out if you've already spoken to them about it and things just are not changing. By releasing the grief, surrendering to the grief, maybe allowing yourself to feel the grief, but making time out to still have fun and be in your creative energy so that you do not get stuck. There's some sort of call from the divine, from the spirit, that has been calling you or will be calling you this month. Follow it. Whether that is having a conversation with someone, leaving someone behind or a situation behind, going out and starting a business, leaving a job to go to a new job, going out to travel, whatever it is that comes up for you, follow that, because that is where you will find joy. And be patient with yourself. The life that you are trying to create will happen. You just have to make that first move to get yourself unstuck. So Sagittarius, this has been your August monthly reading. If this resonated with you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you for sharing your energy with me, and I hope to see you again soon. Love you so much. Goodbye.